Live for yourself. You can't rewind time, and you only get one shot. Today we're in Aix-en-Provence. It's been about 3 weeks since I've been here, and I feel like I've learned a lot about who I am, things I care about. I'm on this time clock, figure out what I want to do. I'm a little scared of what my decisions are going to be after this trip. But let's go get some breakfast. Let's go get some bread. And let's go get some bread. Let's go get some bread. Let's go get some bread. In every sense possible, in the best way possible. We're gonna go over there to the bread factory, which is so that is where we're trying to go today. Along this, I think the way that is so gorgeous. We made it to La Fabrique à Pen. Bread that is available. Okay, I really want the brioche. Wait, look at that pocket. That is gigantic. Holy shit. I kind of want it, but how do I eat that by myself? Un pain au raisin et un pomme, s'il vous plaît. Okay, I have one. I like to also get, might get some bananas. This will be my victim today. Okay. We made it back to the hotel. There's just nowhere to eat at that bakery. Okay, I got this palmier because it's literally gigantic. Do you see how big it is compared to my head? It's literally the size of my head. It's so funny. It's also one of my favorite items growing up as a kid to eat. So I'm very excited to eat this. Today is honestly just like an absolutely gorgeous day. And the plan is after this, I'm gonna go to yoga. Something that I really love about yoga while traveling is that the Sanskrits actually translate. They're like the same across all the languages, so you can still do the moves even if you don't completely understand the language. And after sleeping in not your own bed for so many days, you're so stiff, and every single time I get to do a yoga class, I feel renewed. I feel like my body has returned back to me. Okay, let's try the raisin bread. She looks like this. I've never had raisin in like this croissant form before. There's a really big bug that's flying around and I'm very scared. Oh, that's very interesting. I'm actually someone who loves raisin bread and raisin cookies. Definitely a fan of this, but I think the raisin is a little bit too moist. It makes the bread a little bit soggier than a normal croissant, and it turns more into like it gets more bready instead of crispy. Overall, I would rate this an 8 out of 10. I think overall, this period of traveling is really teaching myself to figure out what do I prioritize and how do I schedule things around what I want to do and have enough time for everything. Something I really struggle with when I'm in the city, when I'm with my friends, is feeling like there are a lot of obligations, and I love going to see them and I love hanging out with them and I miss everyone a lot, but there's this part of me that craves being by myself where I can be selfish and I can take care of myself, my own health, my sleep. I don't think I necessarily live differently here than I do anywhere else in the world. Like, I go get breakfast, I go do yoga, I do my workouts, I do my work, I work on my hobbies, whether it's art or dance or yoga at the time, but I'm able to step away from the crowd of other people to figure out in those moments what do I care the most about. And that's probably the thing I'm getting the most out of this journey. I don't know if it makes sense, but I feel stressed but carefree all at the same time. I also tend to like journaling while I eat. So whenever I go to restaurants and sit by myself, I carry my journal with me and a pen. I am also gonna journal a bit actually before I go off to yoga. Just some like morning thoughts. A lot of growth in the last year has been taking things slower. giving myself more time to think, because I used to try to pack my schedule with a lot, with like no breathing room for my own thoughts to sit with me, for them to come up. And that's something that I like never used to do, that I think was very detrimental to like my own growth, the well-being of my past relationships, just like overall being happy and content with where I'm at. But it's also my mom's birthday today. I need to wish her a happy birthday. This is the yoga studio that I was called 5 Yoga Club. Just an instrument. That is what. Okay, we're everyone's working here. Got my iced latte. Yeah, we're gonna work for a couple of hours and then we'll see you at dinner. Cheers. So this is actually crazy busy. I got some red wine and some eggplant, and I'm like the only person sitting inside, which is very interesting because everyone else is outside. This isn't quite the dinner that I was expecting, but we'll deal with what we have. It's a huge space. It's just very weird that I'm the only person inside. Like, look at this. It's legitimately me, my table, like the cash register area, and everyone else. I guess that's dinner. Okay guys, we made it back into the room, which was a success, except I did have to wait outside the room for like 10 minutes while the concierge literally went out for a smoke. So I don't know if people in France just prioritize their smoke a lot more than helping the customer, but this is minus points for this hotel. The dinner situation was very interesting. Like, they said no seating inside, but then it was raining, so they pointed me to this one table and was like, oh, you can sit here. I was like, okay, I can still see the view of outside, so I'll sit there. And then after I ordered, they're like, oh, actually, can you move to a different table? And then they proceeded to pack away all of the other indoor tables, and I was just sitting in this corner as the only table on the inside of this restaurant while everyone else is outside. It was a very weird situation. So overall, that dinner was very mid. So for the rest of tonight, I'm gonna do some sketches. I've been taking this art course on New Masters Academy, which I think a lot of people seem to know about, and I've been trying to get better at art. I'm doing their foundations course. And then later I'm gonna meet a friend to talk about a potential app idea. I've been like really itching to build and code and do like product design these days. So it's kind of a good return going from like graphic design, animation, a little bit back to my roots of like coding. So I'm excited to start this project. Yeah, I think that's kind of it for tonight.
Basic form. So that's the goal here, and that's what we're doing this lesson with these drawing techniques and throughout through. And also the advantage of.
Okay, so what I was working on this afternoon was I was trying to illustrate this photo that I had from Barcelona of this kitchen, and I wanted to animate it, and this is the progress that I have so far. It's really cool doing all the layers on Procreate and seeing it come to life into like a real photo. So let me show you guys. So this is the original photo. So it has the chef prepping, and I wanted to do like a little sprinkling motion as the dish was being made, and that was the animation I was going to do. So that's the video that I have of her doing it. And then this is what it looks like right now on Procreate. So I have these objects. I have the dish, the hand, some sauce bottles, some mixing bowls, and the back, and then some pasta, olive oil, scissors, a clipboard on the back. Still missing a lot of details and like a lot of stuff in the foreground, but I think the main pieces are there. It definitely took me a while. It's the first time I've done something so detailed like this. It's turning out pretty cool. I'm excited to make it into like a little animation and to post it. I am vlogging my day. Hi, this is Helen.
We're just talking about our day, and then we're gonna work on a little side project.
Ooh, very excited.
Stay tuned. Oh my God.
Okay, I'm gonna go shower, but that's mostly it for tonight. Good night.